Io is a very energetic, active 9-year-old boy who just has a great heart, great personality, and who's full of life. Io was complaining of a stomach ache for about a week, and we took him to a walk-in clinic, and they just said, oh, he has, constipation, what happens with children. He will be fine. But we noticed that it was getting worse. And so Cola, his father, called his pediatrician and pretty much demanded that we need to do some further testing.
It was my worst nightmare come to life. I still vividly play back the scenario of where when after the fact that at first the medical team because he had visited with three different sessions over the weekend, and it was scary when I was sitting in the room where they just did the CT scan after about an hour, and then they walk up to me with a phone from his pediatrician telling me that I was right, that something was wrong, and that he needed to be in Children's Hospital immediately.
And the tumor just lit up right away. So it was on the back of his left kidney and had grown from the back and had taken over his entire left kidney. It's something that you can't really grasp. Even during the time when we're driving, they rushed us to Children's right away. The whole drive there and getting there, you just feel like it's almost a dream, that it can't be real. Usually with a Wilms tumor, the typical surgery is about 4 hours. However, with Io's tumor, it was very aggressive, and his surgery was 9 hours.
By the time the surgeon who did the surgery came out of it, he was beat. I mean, I actually started feeling sorry for the surgeon because he was very, very careful, because his main concern was to make sure that he was able to get out everything that was in Io. So it was a very, very tense period of time with phone calls every hour telling us, we're working on him, and it's like, yeah, it's supposed to have ended 4 hours ago.
They started him on radiation immediately. Yeah. So after just getting him up and walking around because of the extensive surgery and the amount of anesthesia, they gave him a little bit of a break, but we really lived at Children's for about 2.5 weeks.
I think the key thing that kept us going was the faith in the fact that we had an excellent crew of people, the surgeon, the entire team, MacFund and Children's Hospital working together. I mean, it was a phenomenal experience. Even after the surgery, it was literally 24 hours of support.
So you almost become like family because you're there and you're trusting them to take the best care possible of your child, and the attention was just phenomenal. Everyone was extremely gracious to us, and even now when Io goes back, everyone remembers him, he remembers them. It's like you're this family for life.